Hey y'all, what's up? It's Erica, your favorite spiritual baddie, and I am coming to you today with a short video to kind of explain some of the knowledge I've acquired when it comes to healing and manifesting. So let's get started. There are four aspects when it comes to getting yourself into synthesis and alignment so that you can heal, create a better life, call to you what it is you desire, and so on and so forth. So that is the mind, the soul, the body, and the emotions. So, in order for basically an actual change to occur in life, you've got to get all four of these aspects on board. All right, so I've been doing like a shit ton of energetic healing, spiritual healing, subconscious mind healing, and emotional healing, basically. And the thing about that is, like, without the body on board, none of that's really going to change your life. It may change you internally, which I have seen a lot of internal shifts in myself, not reacting to triggers as I used to, and so on and so forth, things like that, having a little bit more trust in the universe, belief in myself, belief in the universe, such and such. But here's the issue. My body had been stuck in fight or flight trauma response basically since I came to Earth. When I found out that, this fight or flight response has actually been there from a past life, even. So I never really knew what it was like to feel regulated within my own nervous system. I had always, and people have described my energy to it too. It's like I'm always like, something like that inside. Even if I'm laying there, it's always just fight or flight trauma responses like popping off in my body. And this is what pushes stuff that you want away, basically. And so here I am doing all of this subconscious mind work. When you have been conditioned from a young age to be like just told horrible things about yourself over and over again, that's the hamster wheel that's playing in your head. So what I do as a coach, as a healer, I get in there with you and we start to pull out these negative thoughts. So I recall when I first knew I needed to start a healing journey, it was like I'd just be sitting there, something simple, doing the dishes, and I'd have this hamster wheel of negative thoughts just replaying in my head. Oh my God, I'm so ugly, or I'm such a piece of shit. No wonder, like just horrible thoughts that would make me cry sometimes, And these aren't you. These are just the thoughts that have been implanted into your operation system, your brain, right? So my first start of the healing was to start pulling these negative thoughts out of the brain and replacing them with positive thoughts. Now I do this on a lot of my clients. I can tap into your subconscious field. I can literally use energetic healing as well as commands to start pulling these out, right? And putting new in its place. So that is healing the mind. However, it's like I've seen stuff where, okay, so I'm not thinking negatively about myself anymore since doing that. And I have seen some little manifestations kind of trickle in, But the thing about it is, if your body is literally in this fight or flight response, it cannot hold the manifestations. You cannot pull what you want into the physical world. So, in essence, because the spiritual world and the energetic auric world and the higher self is in higher dimensions and it's not so dense down here where our body is, healing like that is very rapid. We can get you knocked out, and on the right track, usually within 1 to 3 sessions. Now, if you've been heavily traumatized and you're getting started at a little bit older, you might need like 6 to 12 sessions. It's kind of an ongoing thing. I hate to say that, but like once you start having sessions with me, you kind of see how I do things, and you'll kind of start learning how to do it on your own. And a big thing about it is when I tell you like homework to do, okay, I want you to journal this. I want you to look in the mirror and say this. Like, if you don't upkeep on your homework, you can literally fall back into these old patterns, which is really shitty. You don't want to do that, because you're just going to continue on this shit path that obviously any of us going into healing is because we don't want to be on this shit path anymore. So recently I have learned a new skill of literally clearing for the body as well. Now, I've only just recently gotten into this. I signed up for a course to learn how to do this. It's a 4-module course. By the 3rd course, me and the other people in the class were kind of like doing it on each other. After the girl did it to me, I felt a huge shift. I'm like, wow, my nervous system is calm. So, because I've never felt like this before, I don't know if there's a whole nother layer to this calm, like if I need to do it like another time, but I'm like, wow. And even my intuitive friends has like, wow, like your energy is different, my energy's different. And, I feel different. And I'm hoping that this is like the last piece to all of this healing stuff, so I can finally hold what I want, because I have had manifestations where I'll get my specific person, or like have a really good day or a really good night or a couple of days in a row, but it's nothing that I've been able to actually sustain as a lifestyle. And that's what I want. I want the lifestyle of enjoyment, the lifestyle of easy flow. And I mean, that's what we all want, right? That's why we're doing this work. So I am going to be opening up for these sessions here in a couple of weeks. I'm going to take, we got one more class left. I do want to do another run through of what was already done on me. And then I'm going to be doing a couple of practice sessions on some of my friends to really just get this down pat. But it's quite easy. It's actually very simple, and it made such a big difference. So I'm going to be continuing to talk about this as time keeps going on, as I always try to talk about things that I think will be helpful for any of you guys. But yeah, I think I was really kind of there at rock bottom for a minute, thinking like, wow, I'm looking around like, wow, all of this energy work, all of this subconscious work, this emotional healing, and here come to think, if my own body was literally in fight and flight, repelling what I wanted, no matter how much I do energetically, spiritually, or within my mind, if my body's working against me, that's the physical reality. That's the 3D reality. And the fact of the matter is, that's just going to be now one other thing I got to start working on. So I guess it doesn't matter in what order you do this stuff, or if you can somehow do it all together or little by little jumping back and forth. But I never thought about the body. I never really realized this physical vessel until I started learning about this. So now it's like, wow, I had to go ahead and hit that rock bottom. Like, wow, another thing, another piece of shadow work. Like, wow. But now it's like, I've accepted it. I know if I don't do it, I'm just going to continue down the shit path. And, I want to help other people. I want to see all twin flames in union. I want to see all women being loved and cared for properly by the men they choose. So this is a life goal for me. I want to receive beautiful romantic experiences. I want to be open. I want my energetic field and my body to truly be open to pulling this towards me, so I don't have to chase after it. And a lot of times when you're in that fight or flight mode, you feel like you have to like chase, run, make things happen. It's a very uncomfortable feeling all the time, pretty much. And if you know. And I am very, very different. Those of you who pick up on energy, I would love to hear your comments. If you notice, I really feel like my body just functions different. I feel myself walking different. I'm like a little bit more calm. Just as a general base level. So here I am continuing on this path. Just wanted to pop in and share that with y'all. I hope you are having a good new moon in Cancer. So yeah, that's that for now. Stay blessed.